Alright, hey, welcome back. Alright, so, narrowly avoiding getting caught up in the doors and escaping the restaurant, you are now once again with these two folks. I'll say it's two women, these two ladies who have been chatting and are still carrying each a box of vegetables. One has the carrots, the other has the cabbages. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Then I will say, unfortunately, it makes this point in time would definitely make it harder to get those ID cards because they're like right under like the boxes at this point.
Yep, that makes sense.
They seem to be heading to the north towards the. You're not sure exactly where they're exactly heading. They might be heading towards the little animal place over the canal. Seems to be where they're heading towards.
Okay. Well, I am going to step away from them.
Okay.
And head back generally towards the Elephant Gate.
Okay. Pretty easy to get back there. You're not far. They're just taking their time. They're sticking to the kind of main thoroughfares because there's still some lighting on those, so they're not, getting out into the darkness anyway.
Yep. Okay. So, can I hear any of the little electric vehicles anywhere nearby?
Give me perception alertness. Yeah. You do hear one. It does seem to be coming up kind of towards the area you're in.
Cool. I'm going to find a nice, shaded, discreet place to
Sure, there's a couple of trees. You're kind of in some of the trees over near the aquarium and the Elephant Gate, kind of in that area there, in between the two of them. You can see kind of like a little vehicle kind of pulling up and parking over near the entrance into the aquarium from the zoo. A man in a different kind of uniform seems to get out.
Okay.
He seems to be walking into the aquarium.
I'm going to go over towards that guy.
Okay. He opens the door to the aquarium and heads inside.
All right. I will follow him at a small distance to make sure that it's not obvious that a door is opening behind him, but...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. He'll head into the aquarium. Can I actually... Let me just track something here quickly, because I could use it. Berlin Aquarium. Great. I don't have a map of this. Damn it. So I'll just come up with something. I was hoping for a quick Berlin Aquarium map. But no. No, I'm not so lucky. Alright, yeah, so, you can head into the aquarium. It looks like he's heading in through some, back door, like some of the side doors leading into, like, kind of the back area.
Okay. Is he using keys, or does he have a swipe card?
It looks like right now he's not using either. It looks like whatever area he's heading into is open.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will head in there as well.
Okay. Give me another, let's say stealth dexterity, just to make the doors, like, quietly for these here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, yeah, you're able to keep everything pretty quiet and manage it pretty well.
Celerity is amazing. Thank you so much, Dawn, for teaching.
Oh my god, I found a map of this place and it is not understandable.
Of the aquarium?
Oh, it's supposed to be like a map that you follow, but it's like a more kiddie one.
Oh.
And it's certainly... I understand that it's supposed to show you where everything is, but it does not relate to the building that at all. It's like, oh god, no. Well, that's a thing that I didn't want ever.
Huh.
CarpeDM, Sea Life Berlin. Yep. Thank you for not that being good.
They have a statue of an iguanodon right outside their aquarium.
That's kind of awesome.
It is kind of awesome.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so yeah, it looks like he's going through some of the back areas where they take care of stuff in the aquarium. If you follow him for like a while, he will lead actually to a set of stairs leading downstairs to a basement area.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him down.
Okay. He'll go over to a door and actually use his card to kind of key it in.
Okay.
To let himself in, kind of open it up and head inside.
So just like a swipe card kind of thing?
Yeah, like a swipe card kind of thing.
Okay. Then I will zip up behind him and catch the door before it closes all the way.
Give me a second here, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Common information I already knew. Okay, so give me Dex Athletics to see if you can quickly slide it in there. Suddenly, we'll start with that.
Okay.
We'll stick with the difficulty 6.
Okay.
Certainly, you get your hand in there. You kind of slide it in, so the door is just barely open at this moment in time. Just enough that you caught it.
Okay.
You can hear a little bit of them chatting in German. You have no idea what they're saying. It seems like there's another person in there.
Can I get a feel for the very general tone? Are they laughing also, or is it more serious?
You feel like there's a little bit of lightheartedness at first. A little upbeat tone,
Okay.
But give me perception.
Hey, how's the kid?
Perception, empathy. I think it's empathy is the one.
Well, I don't have that.
There is indeed an empathy skill, so that's it.
Yeah. Holy crap!
Hey, yeah. No, you get a sense that they kind of start out with a little bit of jokes, but then switch over to more of a serious conversation. Listening in. It sounds like one of them's typing something on a computer for a little bit.
Okay.
They are having a conversation though. It does sound like one of them's listening to something that they turn down when the other one shows up.
Okay. Well, that's nice.
It didn't sound like it sounded like maybe it could be like a podcast or talk radio or anything like that. It was those voices,
Sure.
that they were listening to. That sounded like it was coming from something rather than a person.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I'm gonna slip inside.
Okay, you're going to give me an opposed stealth dexterity for this one.
Okay. Same difficulty 6.
Same difficulty 6.
Oh.
Okay.
Does silent movement? You know what? I don't care. I did fine.
Okay. You certainly did fine, and they don't seem to notice you. Those are quite some rolls by them that were not helpful for them noticing you. Certainly. They definitely could have, but they did not. So it seems to be 2 guards. There does seem to be a one of those things that's set of various monitors that are doing, and it looks like the one guy it's switching between a bunch of them, kind of looking over them. It looks like he's reviewing some information on the local a laptop nearby him that's kind of connected up to things. Well, it probably would be more desktop actually at this point in time. The other one's working at a desktop, typing in some things on it looks like some forms and stuff.
Okay.
You can see behind them is probably 2 cabinets of weapons. One of them looks probably some actual weapons. The other one looks more they might have
Trank
track
guns.
dogs. Yep. Mm-hmm. So in case that they need to be called in for people problems or animal problems.
Or really, really problematic people problems.
Or animals that you probably couldn't trank them kind of problems. So,
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, they're going on about some things, though.
Okay. Are there any sticky notes with a username and password on it?
No, you don't see anything like that.
Okay. Had to try.
These seem reasonably competent security guards, so you know.
Okay.
Those are the worst.
Reasonably competent, not like super competent, just enough to like seem reasonable.
Okay. And I didn't get in time to see somebody log in or anything?
No, you didn't see any kind of login like that. It looks like they might have already been logged in on E-System. The one person looks just like they sat down and started filling out some forms and stuff.
Okay.
So, like the one that came in that you followed in is the one that's filling out forms. The other one just seems to be like he's making some notes in the computer as he's checking some stuff. As far as you can tell, it looks like he's keeping an eye out on the keepers and stuff, and the people walking around the main areas, kind of making notes of that.
Okay. Cool.
After a little while, though, he'll kind of turn towards the other one and kind of get his attention as they'll get into some kind of conversation. That seems pretty serious.
Okay. Serious enough that they might be distracted from looking at their security tags?
Well, they're facing each other, and it looks like they definitely put their security tags back. It's like it's one of those things that's got like the little bungee, so you can like swipe it and it comes back, and it's like an ID tag also.
Got it. Okay. All right.
After a little bit, though, the other one turns back and on one of the monitors goes back over some old footage and points out that there's like something in there, and you realize that's like maybe a shadow that could be you, but it's not very good.
Okay.
And they seem to be talking about that.
Okay.
They discuss it a while. Then one gets back to the other one gets back and finishes up his report, and the other one kind of gets back to like checking over the cameras and stuff, and they just talk about things. And then also turns up the whatever German it is on a little like it's not a radio. It's probably like on their phone. They turn it back on, whatever it is. So it's hard to tell what it is they're listening to, whether it's radio or anything. But he's got his phone like also plugged in. So.
Okay. Then I'm gonna make another attempt to steal somebody's name tag.
Okay.
Because the one guy's looking at the monitors.
Yep.
And the other one is doing paperwork. Right.
Yep. And so the one towards the monitor is kind of like looking toward the side because it's like on the left side of the room, and the other one's looking like straight across from the doorway. So they are looking in different directions from each other.
Awesome. I think I'm going to go for the monitors.
He would be the easier one to get to at the moment because the other one's tag, it's kind of like on the left side, so it'd be more towards the in between the two of them.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Dex larceny.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a thing. There we go. And I think I'm going to use a willpower on it.
Okay.
Just because that'll make it easier, because I know he needs the key tag to get in there.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. You managed to pop it off. He kind of scratches his chest a little bit. You're thinking that you pulled the thing a little bit and you maybe felt it, so he just like maybe becomes like an itch for him. So it's like not something. He's not even checking it. He just kind of like scratches and then gets back to work. He's chatting a little bit more. They like talk for a minute. He turns up the noise on the one a little bit more almost. It's like they're like, Oh, he's like, maybe he wants to. The other one wants to hear a little bit more of it too, or something.
Sure.
As they're chatting and doing their jobs. But you got the tag.
Okay, I got the tag. I don't have a password.
No.
But it seems like if we time it right, they leave their computers on.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as he can get in there, he should be able to just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think I have everything I need for this part of it, at least.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to head cautiously and quietly out.
Okay. Yeah, neither of them are paying attention. They're still just chatting, and you can slip out pretty easily. We'll just use what you had before. It's kind of like your ability to slip out that door.
Sweet. All right, then I will head out, and keeping an eye and an ear out for other people walking around in here, I will head back towards the main entryway area.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you can be back at the Elephant Gate pretty quickly and efficiently.
Awesome. Then I will make my way in the direction of the gorilla cage, so I can get out and still have a chance to maybe see security guards or somebody going into the monkey building.
The primate building, yeah, okay. So are you going to try to get over the wall in the area you were talking about originally over by the Bamboo House Meerkat Mound so that you're out by the mall? Or are you going to go all the way back out to where you came in?
I'm going to go back to where I came in.
Okay. Yeah. You can see the person that you saw coming in the Hippo House actually leaving. They get out and they start driving off. It seems like they're heading towards the Lion Gate.
Okay. And does this person does not look like a security guard? Correct?
No, it looked like a worker, like a zookeeper.
All right. Well, then I guess I will follow them.
Okay. They're parking at the facilities over near the Lion Gate and going inside.
Okay. I will follow cautiously.
Okay. Looks like they're going to the bathroom.
Awesome. What else is in this area? Are there any computers I can see?
There's the gift shop in here.
Oh, awesome. That's great.
Probably like their general medical facilities, bathroom, cleaning area. This is like the main, we have a lot of this stuff here at this one. Some rental shops, all that kind of things. The defibrillator in case someone is in horrible need of it.
Well, then, as soon as I see the gift shop, I'm going to head back out. Again, cautiously, because cameras.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Continuing head out again, then?
Yeah, I'm going to head back in the direction of the...
African wild dogs, and etc.
Yes.
Yeah. You get there all right. You don't notice anybody else at that point in time. And you can get to the wall where you climbed in again. Just give me another Dex Athletics to climb back over. Which you do swimmingly. You get over very quickly and efficiently. No problems. Not alerting anything. And you can head back the way you came, back into the roads.
Emil, it's been a little longer than I expected, but I have some fantastic news. Are you still in the area?
Yes, I'm over by the Elephant Gate with Dawn.
Ah, excellent. I am on the canal if you'd like to drive around. You can pick me up there.
Sure.
You guys will walk to the car and get it then?
Yeah.
As you're just kind of sitting around. It's probably parked in either over by the monkey bar or the mall area where some of the parking is over that way, so...
I assumed it was by the monkey bar. But...
Yeah. And you pick up Nathan. All right.
Here's the security tag. It appears that they do not log out of their terminals when they go on rounds. So as long as we can get them out of the office, you should be clear.
Well, that's good. We probably have a day or two, depending on the security, before they deactivate this card, hopefully. Depends on how quick they are on that kind of thing.
Sure.
I mean, if the guard thinks it was stolen, then it might happen right away. If he thinks he lost it, he may try to find it to prevent possible repercussion.
Makes sense. Or to avoid the fee for replacing a lost key. I've dealt with that a couple of times myself.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So, that should be good if we can get into... So, all we have to do is get in the security office, and I should be able to handle that.
Also, there is a possibility that they noticed me on camera. If you could scrub that, I would appreciate it. Although, from what I could see, it did not clearly identify me at all.
Very well. I'll see what I can do when I get in there.
Excellent.
Alright. So, are we waiting for another night for going for the full guerrilla going?
Yeah, I think we have to do one more night of reconnaissance so I could just check out their systems and figure out who the vet is so Nathan can impersonate them.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Because I just need to get into their system so I could figure out schedules so I can get him a name and then we can get him a face and then we could go through with our plan.
Perhaps we can make this slightly easier by having a distraction at one of the exhibits.
That could work too.
I'm very happy my stealth was successful the whole night through, as apparently animals don't usually like me much.
Well, lucky for you, most of them are asleep at night.
Indeed. I was thinking that just by being there I could cause a bit of a ruckus. And then...
Which animal
Animals
would
tend not to care that much.
which animal would be causing a ruckus with?
Well, let's see. What's something loud and annoying?
Probably something that's not up normally in the night, which would draw suspicion. We're using it as a distraction.
Correct. Let's see.
I would suggest the lemurs or something, but I don't think you want it that close to you.
Probably not.
Have you ever heard a fucking, lemur scream, by the way? It's terrifying.
They have rabbits. Those can make those scream loud.
Oh, rabbits. Yep.
Seriously, out of character, have you guys ever heard rabbits scream?
Yes. They do not scream pleasantly.
I've owned 3 and I've never heard it.
Well, that's because they only do it when they feel really threatened. It's kind of like a death cry, basically. They don't do it very often.
Have you heard what a bear cat sounds like?
No.
It sounds like a baby being strangled. It's
Yeah,
terrifying.
Yeah,
it's kind
know what a baby
It's kind of like a rabbit as well, honestly.
Don't ask on that.
Actually, it's really funny because have you ever played the game Don't Starve?
Yes.
You know how when you attack the jackals or whatever they're called, the little rabbit things, how they make a little scream noise? That's kind of what they sound like, except much louder and much sadder. So they actually use real rabbit kind of sounds for that, and I'm like, oh, it makes me sad every time because I know what. That's the thing. It's they really only make that sound when they're about to die. I think it's more of a warning thing than anything else to others.
No, now I'm sad. I can't play that game now.
Yeah. Horrible rabbit screaming. It's awful.
Anyway,
we returning to the plan for the distraction. Perhaps if we were to, let's see, the security office was in the aquarium, so ideally not near the aquarium.
It's also good because that's right near the elephant entrance, which is... So basically the security's right along the gate, so that might actually be easy for breaking in tomorrow.
Indeed. I could cause a distraction up by the bears and storks or herons and beavers and seals and sea otters.
Oh, I love sea otters.
Which would be right where I went in and back out earlier. Which would also ensure that they focus more closely on that back entrance, or not entrance, but that back wall, rather than on the front gate.
Well, if you wanted to go by an entrance, you could cause a disturbance in the elephant or rhinos.
Hmm?
Elephants would be very loud. That'd draw a lot of attention, although it's only across the way.
Right, and it's also not far from the gorillas, which we want to draw attention away from.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's only across the way from the gorillas, so...
There did seem to be a problem with the hippos, so perhaps I could cause a disturbance in that direction. With hippos, camels, and 53. Domestic animal yard.
The petting zoo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. That could work. Especially if they already know there's a problem with hippos, they might be a little bit more on alert, which would make them notice it faster and probably mobilize faster. A little more immediate response time.
Look, I can talk with the cat. I know what she wants, and she's speaking nicely.
Very well. I think that could be good. But I think
Looks
we need
like...
one more night so I can get into their systems.
Well, perhaps we could attempt to do that this evening. I'm not sure how long you would need.
Because it's like 3 at least in the morning now, we'll say. Like, because you were waiting around for a couple of hours over by the gorillas and the other place.
Oh yeah, no, like we have to head to a dark place now. You know,
it's getting much closer to that time. Yeah.
It's like that point where it's like you can kind of see like the orange on the horizon. It's not like light yet, but it's like you can kind of see it.
Summer is the worst time of year.
I mean, it's getting better all the time.
Oh wait, 3 a.m.
It's at least 3. I think it's probably close to like 3:30 or something. We'll say now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like some light is coming in or something, but it's not like.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be 4 a.m. is when you kind of start to see the horizon, I think.
Yeah.
And 5 is when it starts to get light in the summer.
Well then.
Well, not this point in the summer. This point in the summer it's probably closer to 5:36.
Tomorrow evening then.
Tomorrow evening then.
Let's...
And actually, before we get into anything major, because it's a little early, but we're, we aim to end around 5, and it's 4:45. Why don't we end a little early, just so you don't get into the major thing of what's going on at the next night, because it's going to be another big old event for you guys.
Hey,
yes,
and
we're getting...
Thank goodness, and not involve just me.
Yes.
Maybe Dawn could do something to help too. I don't know what. Help with the distraction.
I'm gonna cause a distraction with my illusions. I'm finally gonna use them.
That actually is the best. I mean, using illusions on animals is probably the best way to get them to go crazy.
Yeah,
yes.
You could
because I can make them smell and see it.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're gonna freak the crap out of those animals.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but no, yeah, we're gonna end it here. As I'm being distracted by a cat. So if you're interested in seeing more, we'll be back next. We should be next week for another exciting bit of adventure where we'll be continuing checking out the zoo and finally stealing a gorilla, probably, maybe, if everything goes according to plan. Which knowing you guys, some kind of botch will happen somewhere and everything will go to crap.
Yeah, I was rolling too well this game, so...
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be the firehouse all over it.
Oh yeah.
The firehouse.
Thankfully Nathan got some ups and some downs, so hopefully his balanced out a little bit.
But he got lucky
But
that every time...
I'm setting up for failure next game.
Every time he screwed up, though, the people that could have noticed him screwed up just as much.
That's always nice. It's when the bad luck hits bad luck and the good luck hits good luck. It's usually not much happens, but it's
the guy
sometimes
who
as a GM it's
stole
preferable.
from botched. He wasn't going to notice anything about that thing. And the thing
And
is,
I used the willpower anyway.
Yeah, because he botched, he probably will not even remember where he could have lost it. He's like, I got in here, or did you leave me in here?
What's good also is it was the same one, right, that felt like it was loose earlier.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh dang, it was loose. I probably dropped it somewhere.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting there with how that'll work out. But yeah, anyway, let's do what we did earlier for records of people here. Go in reverse order of how I talk to people. Worm, we'll start with you again.
Hi, I'm Diamondwyrm. You can find me on twitch.tv/Diamondwyrm or at Diamondwyrm on Twitter, which I need to start using again. I use it for like 2 days and then I don't use it for like a week and a half.
That's me! I do that!
Yeah, I'll be streaming Spyro the Reignited Trilogy on Thursdays, and with Tantus I'll be streaming 7 Days to Die.
Yep.
So that's kind of my streaming schedule right now. It's not a lot because I've got a lot going on, but yeah.
Jess, we did Dawn second, I believe.
I am Bubblegum Viking, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. And I'm here again, saying the same thing again.
Yeah, I mean,
I did it.
It's like twice in a row. We did it.
Yeah.
We lived. We managed it. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tantus, I think you might need to edit Nightbot.
I know I have to edit Nightbot. I have to remove an Umber and add a... Well, I do have
No,
to...
right now there's a Dunce. Dunce is, in fact, the first one that shows up.
I keep forgetting I haven't edited that in forever. Because the fact is, theoretically, he will come back.
I hope he comes
Better.
back. He is a lot of fun.
He's supposed to be... Isn't there like a TwitchCon this month or something, or next month or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's this month or next month. Or
He's
something
going
like
to that and then moving. Oh, it's
Oh,
the end of this
heck.
month. So,
Okay.
theoretically, after TwitchCon, maybe this.
We find Samuel in Germany. He's fucking hanging out, and we're just like, "What the fuck, dude?" And he's like,
Look,
Oh,
Hey
dude.
guys,
I've already got
I got out of
a
this place a long
storyline
time
for
ago.
Samuel about what's been going on with him, which you guys don't know about in game. He technically has escaped from the Kai Institute and formed some kind of underground resistance movement that he's been leading.
That's beautiful.
So, as soon as you find him, he's been like underground resistance movement Samuel, like hoping to one day be able to return to New York and reclaim his friends and stuff, but a leader of resistance.
he's
Oh,
getting
man.
ready to go back and fight that neighbor.
He's
Claim
battle
his
worn.
property back.
He's battle worn and hardened, ready for adventure.
Oh man, he hasn't seen Wick or the alligator in like so long.
They
They
must be
probably
so
miss him
sad.
like
It's
crazy.
a black caiman, thank you. Which I'm pretty sure you guys show up and give them blood at this point in time because you haven't found
Yeah.
them. Yeah, so it's not...
Or like I have people that
We send it.
You
We
you
can
drain
make it
some blood away and then send it to them. You're like, here, just give this to the rat and black caiman down in the sewer. It's such an interesting thing of like, give these blood packets to them. What?
you know what? Just drop this down the sewer.
They'll get it.
They'll find it.
Yeah. Well, Carpe, I think we were on you before we got interrupted.
I am at the CarpeDM on Twitter, just like these two folks. Sometimes. Yeah, that's pretty much it right now. But oh man.
Myself, Dracovin, your illustrious storyteller, GM, DM, whatever game we're doing. Again, back next week for both games. Again, we should be. For myself, I should be streaming tomorrow somewhat. Again, thinking Parasite Eve, if you haven't been here earlier to hear about that. But, you know, I could always change to something else if I get inspired. And then Madison Land at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday for some more D&D action if you want to see that. If you want to check out any of the links below, that links to my YouTube, Discord, all that stuff. And of course, it is September, so I would always love some extra support. It's a great time to show your support by that. And it's something, I'll always take something. Helps out a lot. Gets me to, check out more places, go to more of these conventions where I can meet more tabletop people and throw them onto Tabletop Simulator, or not tabletop, discussing tabletop and all that stuff. English, and, get into more deals and checks and outs with people for various role-playing games, which I'm running into. I've been chatting with the people that do Bessem 4th E. They are probably not doing anything yet, but maybe if they do some promotional stuff, I might be involved. I put my name out there, Great things like that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I zoned out for a second. Did you make mention of September?
I did. It's September. Great time. Yes. Subs. Great time to do it. Get started. Check some out. Half price. Cool to have extra support. Anyway, yeah. So either see you tomorrow or next week, depending on what you're doing. But have a great rest of your day. Bye, folks.